What's up guys, my name is Doug. Welcome to the channel if you're new. Welcome back if you're not new. Today we're going to be reviewing The Wizrd by Future. I was thinking about doing a reaction, but I put out a poll and a lot of you guys told me to just listen to it on my own time and just give you guys a review. And I am very glad that I did that because I only liked about 7 out of the 20 tracks on this project, and that would have made for a really bad reaction video. So I'm glad that I listened to it on my own time to be able to make this video for you guys. I want to start the video off real quick by saying that I would really appreciate it if you guys would like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, comment down below what you think about the project, how you feel about this album. I want to give a really quick shout out to my patrons. I love you guys. You guys are the reasons that I keep making these videos. And yeah, let's just get right into it. So I would say this is comparable to Views by Drake, because everyone was expecting Views to be a hip-hop album and really energetic and awesome because Drake was hyping it up for so much, and when it came out it was an R&B album. A great one in my opinion, but an R&B album, not a hip-hop album in any way whatsoever. Drake didn't sound inspired, Drake didn't sound energetic, nothing like that. And that's what I feel from this project with Future. He went through a lot in his life and he's shown signs of growth and maturity. And I'm happy for him as a human, you know, as another person, that he's going through growth and he's maturing and he's learning and he's, you know, becoming a better person. That's great. But this album doesn't sound like he was in the right mind state to be making this type of music. You know, when you come to Future, at least for me, I come to him for slaps. I come to him for hits, for bangers, for things that I can throw on in the car and they'll just be mind-numbingly catchy with a sickening bass, right, and an insane beat. Like, that's what I'm looking for. I don't care about what he's saying, I don't care about the lyrical content, I just care about it, the track being fun and energetic and catchy and awesome. That's what I expect from Future. And he delivered on about 7 tracks out of the 20. I'll tell you what 7 they are, actually, the ones that I enjoyed. Temptation, Crushed Up, Promise You That, which I think is the best track off this project. I think it's tremendous. Stick to the Models, Serve and Kill a Cam, Unicorn Perp with the best feature off this project, which is Young Thug, and First Off featuring Travis Scott, which is also a cool track, but it's just not as good as the Young Thug one. Those are the tracks where I feel like Future really showed what he's still capable of doing. The slaps, I mean the energy, the flow, the catchy hooks, you know, things like that. He's still got it, and if this project were just those 7 tracks, it would have been a tremendous project from Future for me. There were 13 tracks that I wouldn't say they're bad, you know, they're still trap songs. You can play them and the bass will go hard and yeah, but he just doesn't sound as inspired. He doesn't sound happy. He doesn't sound energetic. You know, he's trying to be lyrical and to show what's going on in his life, which is cool, but it's not what I listen to Future for. In those 13 tracks, you know, they just don't have the combination of everything that I look for in a Future track. Beat has to be really good, the bass has to be awesome, the flow has to be really catchy, it has to fit with the beat. I don't want it to be switching all over the place. That's not what I come to Future for. I just want it to be consistent throughout the track. I want it to be short, which most of these tracks were, 2 minutes and 30 seconds about, and I just want it to be really fun and energetic. And so for those other 13 tracks that I'm talking about, one of those things was missing in all the tracks. Either his flow wasn't really good, or there wasn't really a hook that was catchy, or the beat was subpar. You know, I didn't like the bass line. His flow didn't really match the beat all that well. He kept switching it up. So, I mean, like I said, it just didn't sound like he was in his bag for 13 out of these 20 tracks. And I was a little disappointed, you know, to be honest, because, I mean, Future has so many hits under his belt, honestly. I mean, he really does. And I don't think there's a mask off on this. I don't think there's, you know, a scholarships or a Diamonds Dancing on this. I mean, Promise You That is really as close as we'll get, and still, it's not gonna do anything close to what Mask Off did. You know, there's not really a certified hit on this project, and I kind of expected it when I saw that on the track list there were 20 tracks. I don't know about you guys, but I can't sit down and listen to 20 tracks of trap music because it gets so repetitive. I mean, I saw comments saying that it felt like all the 20 tracks were just one really long one, and that makes sense because a lot of, when you get into this style of music, a lot of the beats sound similar, a lot of the flows are the same. And so it gets really repetitive to sit down and listen for 20 tracks. So I knew when he announced it that so many of these tracks were going to be either subpar or just not inspired, because we should have gotten 10 tracks at the most with this Future project. and that would have been a solid project. If we had just gotten these 7, it would have been an awesome project. 20 tracks is just, it's never, ever a good amount of tracks to do. Honestly. Every single album that I've ever listened to that has over 20 tracks have at least 5 or 6 that I just don't even go back and listen to. Every single one. I don't know of an album with more than 20 tracks that is perfect all the way through. You guys might know of some for you guys, but in my opinion, just if any album goes over 15 tracks, I'm certain that there's at least 3 bad ones. That's just the way it is, you know? Especially in modern music and modern hip-hop, where so many people bite each other's flows and so many people use the same producers who make the same style of beat over and over and over again. All the music just sounds so similar, it gets so repetitive. So, you know, that's just what I felt with this project, was just uninspired, repetitive. Positives, you know, he showed growth, he's shown that he's maturing as a person, but there's just too many negatives for me to really say that this project was good. It was mediocre. I wouldn't say it's a bad project, but it was definitely mediocre. If I'm gonna have to give it a grade, I mean, like a rating, a number rating, 5? Maybe a 4.5? Less than half the tracks were good, you know? And it sucks for me to have to say that, and I know I'm probably gonna get some hate for it, but it's just the way that it is. And in my opinion, this project is about a 4.5 to a 5. I mean, you can't expect to put out 20 tracks and have 20 really good tracks, 20 bangers all the way through. Like, it's so tough for me to take a project with 20 tracks and give it anything above like a 6.5, unless it's really, really, really good. Because, I mean, like I said, almost every single project that is about that length has at least 5 to 6 mediocre to bad tracks. So, yeah, man, I mean, that's just my review, that's my opinion. I think Future should do better on his next projects. I think that he should take into consideration that the reason that people listen to him, the reason that people come to him for music, you know, he's not a lyrical rapper. He just makes bangers, and that's okay. It's not a bad thing. It's an awesome thing to be known for making hits, and hopefully, I'm hoping that he'll take this growth and this maturity and these new phases that he's going through in his life, and that they'll inspire him to make a lot of awesome music in the future. No pun intended. But yeah, this project was just not it. And so, with that being said, there's not really much else to say. Thank you all for watching the video. Subscribe to the channel if you have not. Give the video a like if you enjoyed it. Follow me on my social media. If you make music, hit me up on Instagram. We can talk about promoting your stuff. And yeah, guys, I'll be back soon. Peace.